Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Abdullah. So currently I'm pursuing my bachelor's degree in political science with honors and currently on 5th semester and from Kuching Learning Center. In this video, I will act as a manager of human resource department at Primo Media Network to report on the effects of shorter working hours trial. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Primo Media Network annual general meeting. I am very pleased to be here with you today because this is my first chance to talk virtually with the board of directors and all of you. Sorry for not being able to be with you today because I am currently on vacation abroad. As you all know, the board has given me a task of implementing shorter work hours in this company. Working less for the same pay sounds like a dream, right? In Malaysia, this is not something new but rather isolated. So in the creative media industry, this is a good issue to be highlighted, especially since it involves employees with knowledge and creativity expertise in their respective fields of work. A trial period of shorter working hours was carried out for 3 weeks, involving several departments such as management department, human resource department, and financing department. The broadcasting department is an exception because it involves 24-hour shifts. Based on the research and interviews in each department, the results of feedback I have received are very encouraging and the average employee is very satisfied with the implementation in the trial period. So could a shorter working hour be the answer for us? So ladies and gentlemen, the agenda for my today's presentation is based on a full scope, which is an introduction, which is I mentioned earlier, and then the benefits of shorter working hours, and then the limitations, and last but not least is conclusion. And without further ado, we move to our first point, which is the people value time over money. Based on the feedback I have received from all 3 departments, 91% of employees have stated that they prefer time over money or salary. That is the first point for me to present in today's report. Maintaining a good work-life balance is a priority for workers today, especially among millennials. For the most part, people would rather have more free time to spend with their family and friends than a higher salary. A few more hours of free time each day means people have the opportunity to achieve their personal as well as professional goals, such as taking up a new hobby or making time for exercises. It also offers working parents the opportunity to be there for their children more, as leaving work earlier means they are available for school runs, which will reduce the childcare cost too, which is a bonus. So we move to the second point, which is it will improve concentration and productivity. Based on my feedback, 97% of employees said they were more focused on their daily work. Working 8 hours a day does not necessarily mean we do more work than if we were in the office for less time. More often than we not simply stretch out our workload throughout the day, leaving us easily distracted. For 8 hours a day, we might feel like we have time to let our attention to be diverted to other things, because time tends to stop when it's time to go home, right? However, if we are under pressure to finish our to-do by 3 p.m., it instills a sense of urgency in us to get on with the task and stop joking around. Some studies have found that workers are often more productive when they work less. In 2018, for example, the average British worker worked 42 hours per week. However, the average full-time German worker who worked 1.8 hours less each week was 14.6% more productive. Interestingly, in Denmark, where the average work week was 37.7 hours, workers in that country were 25.3% more productive. So that was a fact and was taken into account too. So the third point is better employee well-being. For the next point, 93.2% of employees said they were more excited to go to work the next day. It's hard to maintain your focus when energy is low and long working days often mean employees come into work feeling tired, resulting in poor work performance and increased stress levels. It has been found that the cognitive impairment caused by extreme fatigue is almost the same as that caused by alcohol. So you might as well come to work drunk and under the influence of drugs. Who knows? To avoid unwanted things to happening, shorter working hours can cause employees to experience the rest time they need to restore energy, thus arriving at the office feeling refreshed and energized. People who feel better about themselves are usually more productive and motivated in their work. What's more, conflicts in the office often stem from fatigue and irritation and can even create a more harmonious work atmosphere. Ladies and gentlemen and board of directors, of course, if there is a benefit, then it will be a limitations. So the limitation is basically on what I have observed during a 3 weeks trial period, which is the first is changes to schedules and procedures. Switching to a shorter working hour can take a lot of time upfront. We need to shift deadlines and we might have to reschedule things that we normally do. If we shut down by 3 p.m., we will need to reschedule the weekly meeting that we normally have. It might not seem like a big deal, but cutting out a day can take a lot of work logistically to keep the company operating smoothly. But I think this is not a big problem at all since our environment is flexible and everyone is aware of the rescheduled plan. So the next limitations to be highlighted is customer issues. Most consumers are used to business being open 8 hours a day and 5 days per week. We might find that we will have unhappy customers if everyone is out of office earlier than normal. It might take them some time to get used to our shorter hours and we might lose some customers. But to overcome this, giving our customers plenty of advance notice can help them for the switch. We can also use chatbots on our website to provide them some support when no one is in the office. Outsourcing to a call center is another option for fielding customers' call during everyone is off duty. And the next limitation is less bonding time. When you have a few hours a week to complete the same amount of work, something has to go. This means you might see fewer lunches with co-workers, team meetings or casual interaction in the office that help with team building. But we do have a family day for them to build the connection in between. So this is not a big problem and we might overcome it wisely and professionally. Ladies and gentlemen, board of directors, so for the conclusion, overall it will benefit the company and the attraction and retention of talent. This is based on the comprehensive observation I have made over the trial period. Shorter workdays could be just what it takes to attract new hires and retain your best staff. It's a very attractive job benefit and it can be the deciding factor that gives you an edge over competing business. Moreover, in the creative media industry, the professional talent that exists in each employee needs to be appreciated and used as the best as possible, without making them feel that they are being used by the company and solely being used for profit. As a result, staff are happy and enjoy working for the company, and the rest I leave to the board of directors to make the decisions based on the reports I present today. Hopefully, everyone will benefit and get an advantage if these shorter working hours are fully implemented. Hope to see you again and thank you.